Hello again. Today we're going to learn about question tags. So question tags are short questions at the end of the sentence. And now its formation is with a modal or an auxiliary verb plus a pronoun. So the modal verb, as we can see here, is which express probability, capability, or possibility. So they are, for example, can, could, shall, should, might, may, etc. And we have here an auxiliary verb. For example, the verb to be is an auxiliary verb. The verb here do is an auxiliary verb. We have also here will and also have. So it says that question tags are formed with a modal or an auxiliary verb plus the pronoun, like here. This is the question tag and this is the pronoun. So it is said that we usually use an affirmative question tag. This is the affirmative question tag after a negative sentence. This. And we use a negative question tag after an affirmative sentence. We are going to read them. Brenda is very stylish, isn't she? Now it says, Kevin didn't dress up for the party, did he? Now it says, you bought a smartphone, didn't you? Now it says, Ellen uses social media, doesn't she? As we can see here, this verb of this sentence is in this question tag, the same verb. Now here, for example, in this sentence in the question tag we have the same auxiliary, but for example, you're going to see this here and here, because here in this sentence there isn't an auxiliary or a modal, just this in past. So what you're going to do is to put it in past, but you're going to use did. Just did. Then this Ellen uses social media, doesn't she? So the thing you have to do here is to put doesn't in this case, because this sentence here is in present. Ellen uses social media, doesn't she? So, but why we use question tags? We use question tags when we want that someone to agree with what we are saying. For example, you'll dry clean this garment, won't you? These costumes are for Halloween, aren't they? But maybe you cannot think about what it means, what this question tags means. For example, won't you, aren't they, didn't you, isn't she? So they have different translations in Spanish. For example, they can mean ¿verdad? ¿Sí o no? ¿No? ¿Cierto? We are going to prove with this. In Spanish, we are going to translate it. Tú llevarás a la tintorería esta prenda, ¿no? This other. Estos disfraces son para Halloween, ¿no? This is the most common, the no in Spanish. So, but remember that some question tags are irregular. So we are going to see its formation. For example, here, I am a trendsetter, aren't I? This is a different verb to be are and verb to be am. Maybe you can think, but why I can put here maybe am I not or something like that. Now, you must follow these rules because some question tags are irregular. That is why you have to learn them. Now, for example, we have here noun, and here we have are they. Very different. Noun is buying that brand. Are they? For example, now here, everyone is counting down the days until the opening, aren't they? Very different. Let's discuss this, shall we? Don't forget to dress nicely, will you? Wash this in cold water, will or won't you? Wash this in cold water. Will or won't you? I repeat it. This or that is the best choice, isn't it? These or those are my fashion magazines, aren't they? So we're going to, as you can see, the usual structure of a question tag is positive, negative, or what? Negative, positive, like here. But sometimes you can use a positive, positive structure. For example, we are going to see this. Let's discuss this, shall we? This is a positive, positive structure because here is, well, this is an affirmative or positive sentence. This is positive sentence, okay? And also you can use a negative, negative sentence. Negative, negative structure. So we use, so same way questions. They are called same way questions, don't forget. And they are used to express interest, surprise, anger, joy, wherever you want, and not to make real questions. For example, here. So you are going to the fashion show, are you? So here, for example, is an affirmative. And here, the question tag is affirmative too. And now we have here, you think that's fashionable, do you? Do you is affirmative. And you think da 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 da. All this sentence is affirmative, affirmative, affirmative sentence, affirmative, affirmative structure. They are called same way question tags. Okay, so if you have learned, now we are going to practice. You are going to do it. Are you ready? So, okay, now I am obsessed with fashion, aren't I? What do you think? As you can see, this verb and this is different. You know that they are irregular because this is not the positive, negative, negative, positive structure that is the most common one. So this is irregular. This is different. Here, that is into selfies. Isn't here? What do you think? Here is the verb is, and here isn't. This is very the most common. Positive, negative. So this is regular, is the normal way, okay? Okay. So we have here, so you are buying that new app, are you? Here we have you are. Now we have here are you. So what? This is affirmative, this is affirmative. So we are going to use same way question tags to express interest or surprise. So here, Bob didn't grow a mustache, did he? Here is didn't, now here is did. So negative, positive, you know that it's regular, the most common one. Okay, now we have here no one is designing the new logo yet, are they? You have here no one. This is, sorry, this is irregular. Of course, because all the structure is irregular. It's not the same. Now, you think these dress sets of my coloring, do you? You think, do you? They're the same. Remember that you use do in the present if there is no auxiliary. But it is affirmative, affirmative, the same question tag, and this is affirmative. So same way question tag. Right. Of course, every one of these is very good. Okay, now we are going to see about echo questions. You're going to pay attention, please. So echo questions now are, for example, you are listening to somebody and you want sometimes to show that you are very interested or surprised. So we form echo questions using an auxiliary or a modal verb that the other person says. Or here, that's in the written form. For example, here we have to repeat with the other says. For example, here, Vicky's, which is in the statement. Here is an auxiliary, which is this auxiliary. Is, in this case, is has, right? So Vicky decided to become a fashion designer. And the other person says, has she? Good for her. Has she? So has is repeating. That is why it is called echo questions, because echo is to repeat or to imitate. So it has sense, right? So Vicky decided to become Has she? The same. So now here, I can wear pastel colors. Can you? I love pale colors like pink and yellow, says the other person. So the first person says this. So the other person says this. All this since here. Can you? So she is repeating the auxiliary of the other person. In this case, the modal verb, sorry. And in this case, the auxiliary. Right? But it says that if there is no auxiliary or modal verb in the statement, you need to use do in the present and did in the past. We're going to see. Mark doesn't like video games. The other person says, doesn't he? He spends a lot of time playing them. So you use does because this is in present, right? Now here, one person says, I bought this computer component for €5. The other person says, did you? That was cheap. So you use here did because bought is in past. In here there isn't any auxiliary, any modal verb, so you put did. Okay? So we are going to practice. Right. No. Sorry. We're going to come back. And now we have here repercussions. So what you're going to do is to say which is the correct. This, the one, or the two. What do you think? I'm going to give you 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So the correct is, of course, the first. Why? Because here is Jax decided to wear a suit. Has she? That's surprising. So as you can see here, has, you're using the same auxiliary. Remember that this is the revision of has. So this is the same auxiliary that here. Okay. This, the second, because we have here have, and this is the present perfect, and this bout is in past, so this doesn't have sense. So yes, what I have to see you is that echo questions are very useful because they are very, how do I say this? It's when you want that to show that you are very interested and you want to seem that you are polite. Because if you don't use them, you are going to seem a little unpolite and rude sometimes. So echo questions make the difference. You are going to see this. For example, here. You're not going to use, first you're going to use this. Jax decided to wear a suit. Has she? That's surprising. So you can see that I show a lot of interest or surprise. But one person says, Jax decided to wear a suit. That's surprising. Mm, mm. You can see the difference. You can see the level of interest in when you use it and when you don't use it. So try to use them, and I hope see you soon. Bye.